He complained about leg pain, like on and off sporadically. It was probably about 6 months or so before that. He had a leg x-ray that afternoon, then they called us back later that afternoon saying, okay, something's on the x-ray. It went from that to a biopsy and an MRI, and it was, okay, your son has Ewing sarcoma. And it happened, just bang, bang, bang. It forms in the soft tissue around the bone, and it gets into the bone. So yeah, so he had it in his left femur.
I just couldn't believe it. Like, it was kind of shocking.
So for treatment, Clark received 6 rounds of very intense chemotherapy. He tolerated it quite well the first 6 weeks. He ended up being delayed by a couple of days, which actually pushed us into Christmas at the Janeway that year.
He took it very well, but he wasn't well. Like he didn't feel really good when he was doing it.
Ewing sarcoma is it's a type of cancer which requires chemotherapy and then surgery and then more chemotherapy. And what's really key is that they get all the treatment. You can't just have a bit of the treatment. There's an area in the middle of his femur. It looks very thick, it looks unusual. Then if you go to the second image, that's the MRI image. It shows a very big mass or soft tissue swelling around the femur. And so we had to go very close to his hip and very close to his knee in order to take out the entire cancer.
So from my hip to my knee, there's a scar. And then they did from my leg to my ankle.
And that's the replacement bone that came from somebody else. So we've used that bone then to reconstruct the defect where we had to take out essentially his entire femur.
Any one time there was probably 6 doctors in there, a pile of nurses, 15 hours. Like, I think everyone in Janeway knew what was going on that day. You don't put your neck guard on yet, right? I can remember we have friends of ours has a hockey school, and his first time back, and see him skate that first time, with a big smile on his face, really box.
So for us, the Janeway was like a second home especially when Clark was having treatment, and we spent a lot of nights at the Janeway.
We got to meet and get close with a lot of people there.
Thankfully with physio, occupational therapy, he actually made an unbelievable recovery. He got more motion, he got more control of his hip, and God bless him, he's played hockey.
So for our family, we want to let other people know that, that help is there, that the Janeway can support you, and we want to let other families know that, the road is tough, but keep positive and look ahead, and you'll get through it.
I want to keep on playing sports and just want to live a normal life.